All right, guys, happy Monday. Just wanted to come on and do a little video, different sort of format here. This is regarding my most recent Greg Morris consignment. They just wrapped up with my last card. So I'm just going to kind of go through and give my thoughts about how that consignment went. Usually do this with Talking Ball cards, John, but kind of on different schedules, and he has a couple that are there, but I think they're still kind of going. And so just figured to do this one now. So let me share my screen here. So we are looking at these two consignments here. Not going to pay a ton of attention to this one. These were just two lots that I had them do for me here. But they take 30%, just FYI, if you're doing these lots in the future, they take 30% of these, and so something to keep in mind. All right, let me rewind. So as you can see here, total of 542 cards they accepted. Total sold amount is $6,275. This is what I paid in their fee, and this is what I net. And some more stats here. So they owe me $161.25 from just some last cards being sold. This is the average raw price, $11.57. So let's dive in here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. So what I like to do for this one is just sort by price in descending order. So as you can see here, a couple of things jump out immediately. One, no card sold for over $200, and there are only 4 cards to sell over $100. So, you know, not a lot of high dollar cards in this consignment, and I knew that going in. But I really wanted to fill it with some good quality. And from my last consignment, the one before this one, really cleaning up or trying to clean up the kinds of cards and the amount of cards that I send them. I think around 500 that they list and get up and sell through their platform is kind of the sweet spot. I think if you give them a lot more, it will take them a lot longer and they'll kick back more cards. So just something to keep in mind. So I'm just going to go through the highlights here. This Larry McLean T206 was a really nice one. I think actually it's probably a little overgraded. I just want to show you guys the back. So as you can see, there is some staining. There's some stuff just going on. I think that's what kind of kept the price low. I think if this were actually X, it would be the $200 to $300 range. So being that it's, oops. Okay, now I have to remind myself to share the tab when I'm sharing screen. My apologies. So as you can see here, there's some staining here on the back. I think that's what kind of kept the price down. Again, that's, you know, if, like I was just saying, if the card was truly X, it would be in that $200 to $300 range. So let me close that. Oh, sorry, a little rusty. Okay, we're back here. This card was a nice win. They graded it, as you can see, near mint. I got this at the National, I think maybe Saturday. This card always generally does well. 3 Hall of Famers, including Clemente and Aaron. So if you can find that in nice shape, even X, it's like a $30 card. This Dodger team card's always a nice one to try to find. This one was only graded VG to VGX because it had some like waviness in the cardstock. Probably because it was kept in a screw down for a long time. That's a nice one. Didn't really expect them to give it the near mint to mint designation, but happy they did. This was a nice surprise. This Bobby Mercer here. He's a high number, and I actually had 3 of these in this consignment, and it's certainly a car I'm going to keep an eye out for in the future if I see it around. $62 for a mid-grade Bobby Mercer is kind of crazy to me. I know it's a high number. I know it's 71. I know condition, but I think that one got the Greg Morris treatment. This one I was pleased with. This Nate Colbert Greatest Moments. I had this in my display case at shows and stuff for like $20 all day long, and no one wanted to buy it. You can see it's a little bit miscut here. So, I'll end up walking away with $41 out of that card. This was a nice surprise too. This is something I'm keeping in mind. Centered 80s Hall of Fame rookie cards in like near mint or better shape do really well. This is the second centered Sandberg that I've sent them that they graded near mint. The last one was it did I think $41. This one you can see did 52, so I'll net 39 from that sale, which is awesome. This one is quite hilarious. I think I bought this from a show in 2022 for like $10, and I never actually like had it for sale. I just thought it was really funny, and so did other people. Someone paid a good amount of money for that card. So let's keep going here. Just find something notable. These post short prints I'm paying more attention to as well. They can be tough to find and expensive. So this Norm Seaburn, not a player that I think a lot of people know about if they don't know like 1960s baseball, but he was actually I think a decent player. But his post that year is a short print. Here's another example of a sharp 71 to do really, really well. Mickey Stanley, just like on the cusp of that 5th series, I believe, number 524, near mint. This is what it did. This is what I will net, which is awesome. Here's the other Bobby Mercer here. You can see it's not as well centered as the one I showed earlier. So I think that's where the cost difference is. But if you're considering that just a better centered example did twice as much, that's the Greg Morris special right there. This one actually, Papa Rossi ended up winning. Talking Ball Cards, my buddy. They gave this one near mint to mint. Where is it? Near mint to mint or better. I think it's probably right. Centering obviously is not quite there, left to right. But just remembering what this card looked like before I sent it, it is really nice. And I think I expected it to do a little bit better given that they gave it that designation, but that's okay. This 73 Paul Krause, near mint to mint or better, did nearly $30 in auction. So, there's definitely some value in sharp, high-grade commons being sold through this platform. Here's another one, Herb Adderley. In this buy, I actually bought a Dwight White rookie and LC Greenwood and maybe a Jack Tatum. Those are at PSA now, so these were actually ones I was planning to send to PSA, but back centering had me kind of worried, and so I sent them to Greg Morris, and they did excellent. So as you can see here, a lot of 71 high numbers. This is kind of left over from that collection I bought in, I guess, like late June. So I sent them pretty much all the high number short prints. I do have a lot of high numbers still left that I'm not quite sure I know what to do with. Maybe I'll include them in a future consignment. But here's another one that kind of surprised me. If you look up, prior sales of this card in near mint condition, even centered like this, they go for like $5-7. This one, $22.50 at auction, almost $17. Same thing with this Rocky Colavito. This card is not centered top to bottom. This is not a tough card. Number 330 in the set. I don't believe he's a short print. And to do $22.50 at auction, sometimes it's just the luck of the draw, who sees what when, and who wants to bid hard. Same thing with this Tom Tresh. This one got X to X mint, which I thought was a little light. I thought this card was better than that. And I think the bidding kind of proved that. If you see other examples that were X to X mint, they're like in the $3 range. So, you know, it does pay, and you can do well with really centered stuff like this. You know, this is a high number, 698 in the set. The Brewers team card being a short print in the set, always a popular card to have. Excuse me. If you see 71s here, they're most likely short prints. Here's Bubber Smith, $20. You know, I don't know of another place that, you know, I can get $15 for that card. Pirates team card. You know, low grade Hall of Famers and stars, and then mixed in with, you know, some of this kind of stuff has done well for me, which is great. Let's keep going here. I'll probably go over this page, maybe one other, and that'll kind of be it, because the rest of the stuff just gets kind of like muddy and low dollar. What's notable? Pure common in near mint shape, pretty much netting $12 from that. Another one here, condition sensitive set, and a popular set amongst vintage football collectors. So I always take extra care when I'm handling 71s for that reason. And also, they're just extremely popular. You know, a Ron Swoboda, it's got a little corner thing there. Maybe I wouldn't have graded that X to X mint myself, but you know, it appears the centering on this card is really nice. So $10 for that one. You know, another centered common, 64 Topps Gates Brown. He was part of several Tigers teams back in the 60s, and I think into the 70s as well. That might be, I think, his rookie or his second year card. But for a guy that most people have not heard of, to get $10, kind of nuts. Let's see here. This card I was disappointed in. I didn't think that there was a crease or a wrinkle in it. So I expected it to do a lot better. They obviously found something, and so, you know, that's a hit. This I even doubts altered. This I bought from someone who bought it from, I think, an original collector. So, you know, they have their opinions, and people obviously pay them for them. But that is probably going to be around the extent of some of the more interesting cards that sold through them. I mean, as you can see, I can just keep going on and on, but I don't know how many people would tune in for, you know, several more pages of this kind of stuff. So let me stop that. And, you know, thanks guys for watching. Let me know what you think. If you have questions about submitting the cards to Greg Morris, let me know, and we'll take it from there. Thanks everyone for watching.